Okay, now we're gonna get started on working on our shop page. Currently right now we have a total of three links you see here on the top. We have home, sign up, and sign in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a shop link over here in between home and sign up. But before we get started, I guess what I'll do is I'm gonna start off with the skeleton structure of our shop component. So just kind of set it up, and then from that point we'll kind of start connecting everything. But let me just start with the shop. So create our shop component. So here in the over here on the side, I'm gonna create a new file and I'm gonna call it shop.js. So I'm gonna do our initial import of React from React. And we are going to call this component shop. We are going to export default shop. All right, so now within the shop component, I'm going to do the return. And here I'm going to add a section tag. In this section tag, I'm going to say inside shop component. All right, so that's it for that. Let me mark this off. All right, next is add the shop component to the app.js. All right, so let's add this to our routing system. So what I'm going to do here is open up our app.js. And this is where we're pretty much handling all of our routing. Okay, so let's see. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this here, this route for the home, and paste it below, and change this component to shop. And the route is gonna be /shop. Now we're gonna have to import this component in. So copy this import here, paste below, call it shop, and shop. All right. So that's that. So now the way we can test this is going to the URL and just add /shop, and you see we get a inside shop component. All right, so that works. Great. All right, so now let's mark this off. Next step is add the shop link to the header menu bar. And we're gonna use a font awesome icon. Okay. So the way we're gonna do that is we're gonna go to the components and open up our header component. This is where we have all of our header links. And if we go down, you're gonna see we have this conditional check, which is checking that if not is authenticated, and then it's displaying all of these links which are associated with just a user who's not logged in. Okay, so this is where we want to be at. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this whole section here for the list tag, paste it below, and make some changes. I'm going to add the link to go to /shop, and we're going to change this to shop. And for this tag here, which is for using font awesome, the icon we want to use is called shopping bag. If I save that, go back here, you see here in the top link we have now the shop link, and we have this icon with the shopping bag. Now if I click this oh well, currently we're here. Okay, so here I'm currently at the home page. So if I click on the shop link, we end up here. You see the URL, it goes to the shopping page. All right, so that's working. Let's mark that off. All right, next is, all right, so now we're gonna get started on working further on our shop component. So I'm gonna first start off by adding a Jumbotron. Jumbotron that we're gonna make use of is via Bootstrap. So what I'm gonna do here is, let's see, okay, so I'm gonna remove this, and for the section, I'm gonna add a class name and call it shop page. And within here, I'm gonna add a div. Give it a class name of Jumbotron. Just like so. All right. Let's see. All right. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some margin here. I'm gonna do margin -3. Okay. 3. Yeah, that's good. All right, margin of 3. And for the Jumbotron, I'm gonna add. Let me add a. Wait. Let me see here. You know what? I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go to Bootstrap and say, let's see, Bootstrap Jumbotron. All right, so let me see. So you can see that the documentation, it starts off with this outer layer, which has a class name of Jumbotron. So what I'm gonna do is, all I want is, okay, so I just want this header here, which is, it has a class name of display4. I'm just gonna paste that right here, save, and I'm gonna change this from hello world to shop. Save that and go back, and there you go. All right. All right, so next thing and final thing is, we want to add columns to our shop component. A left column and a right column. So the left column is going to be for filters, and our right column is going to be for the displaying of our products. Now, what do I mean by filters? Well, this is very typical in e-commerce sites. So here I have a page that I had opened up to show you guys what I'm referring to. So you see, typically on these e-commerce sites, you can navigate to like a section where there's the displaying of all the products or menu items or whatnot, and then typically to the side you'll see some kind of filtering system, right? So in this case, you see you can filter by the stars, you can filter by you even have a search bar here where you can type in like a specific item. So say, for example, in our case, we're building a restaurant, and say the user wants to enters in the search bar like pepperoni pizza. So as they're typing in, and then they press enter, well, it should filter out all the products in our restaurant and display to them that pepperoni if it exists. So and then you see, I mean, there are many, there's even like a filter for colors. You can sort by colors, you can filter by price, and I mean, it's just, the list goes on and on. Okay, but in our case, what I'm gonna do is, the only thing I want to do for our filtering system, I'm gonna end up doing a search bar, and I can see searching by categories. Okay, so that's what I want to do, but I wanted to show you guys exactly what I was referring to when I say that we're going to have a column for filters. All right, so again, so that's going to be on the left hand column, and then on the right column is going to be the actual displayment of the products or the menu items. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and work on this. So right below this Jumbotron, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another div, and I'm going to add class name of, I'm going to do row, and then now I'm going to add I'm going to add 2 more div classes within this row, and the first div tag within the row is going to be for the left column, and that's going to have a column of 3. And then the second column, we're going to give it a column of 8. And here, just as a placeholder, I'm going to do filters go here. And then for the product displayment of the products, I'm going to put display products here. All right, now these are only placeholders. I'm just testing these out now. So let's go ahead. Okay, there you go. All right, so you see here on the left, you have filters go here, and on the right, display products here. Okay, now another thing I want to do is I want to create some kind of separation, some visual separation between the filters and the products. So what I want to do is I'm going to add like a little bar here, a sidebar to the side in between these. So the way I can do that is here for the first column, you can add another class, and for Bootstrap, we can do border right. And if I save that, okay, you see that? It's very subtle. You can't really see it. It's kind of hard to see, but there is that little there's that border right there. So, and of course, as this gets larger, because as we add products and whatnot, this line is actually going to gradually increase as everything, as the length or the height of the page also increases with items or div tags. Okay, so that is it. That's all I wanted to do for now. So now we have a basic setup for our shop page, and I showed you that we're going to have a section for filters. So they're going to go here, and then the products are going to go here. All right, so that's it for now. I'll see you in another lecture.